Every angler knows one of the keys to catching fish is remaining undetected. See them before they see you with MEGA 360 imaging from Humminbird. Whether using your trolling motor or while sitting still, the high-frequency beam of MEGA 360 imaging reveals the world below with unmatched clarity, showing you incredible images of structure, vegetation, bait fish, and individual fish. Like underwater radar, the MEGA 360 imaging beam rotates, giving you a 360-degree view of the water that's constantly updating with your boat at the center. See a target? Mark a waypoint directly on your MEGA 360 imaging screen and let range rings show you the distance from your boat to the target. Then, position your boat and cast exactly where the fish are. Choose from 5 beam rotation speeds for the right balance of image quality and refresh rate. You can customize your sweep area from 360 degrees down to 10 degrees. Use preset view options, like in front of your boat, to find and cast to productive spots without spooking fish. The different shades on the MEGA 360 imaging screen provide more detail about what lies below and around your boat. The brighter the color, the stronger the sonar return from the objects below. For example, softer bottom or deeper water appears in darker shades, while lighter shades indicate a hard bottom or shallower areas. Sonar shadows are something else to look for. Imagine your sonar beam as a flashlight. Long shadows usually indicate the object is tall, while small shadows mean it's short. Once you've found structure, see if it's holding fish. Bait fish will show up as a tight cluster of returns, while game fish will appear as bright, solid marks, often associated with the sonar shadow on the bottom. The distance between the mark and the shadow will tell you how far the fish is from the bottom, so you can cast accordingly. By surrounding you with images of fish and structure, MEGA 360 imaging from Humminbird puts you at the center of the action without making you the center of attention.
All right, we are ready to roll at the Humminbird Bass Electric Australian Open here at Wyaralong Dam. Absolute cracker of a spring day today. It's a busy day down the lake. Plenty of people canoeing, swimming. We had 13 boats out on the water today, trying to catch their limit of 5 bass. If you saw the results and the weigh-in from yesterday, you would know that Peter Bostock is leading this event. His 5 biggest bass went 7.5 kilos, which is an average of 1.5 kilos per fish. That is exceptionally good bass fishing. We had 3 anglers weigh over 6 kilos today. Those anglers have all caught fish today, and we have a smattering of the rest of the field of caught fish as well. A little bit of a tough day on the water today. It's not blowing that hard. It's had a couple of days of pressure. Really sorts the men out from the boys on this day. Big thanks to Humminbird, our event naming sponsor. We tried to get this event up and running last year. It got called off at the last minute because of bushfire. Shut the lake down. They had to use it to scoop water up to put the fire out. So we were fingers crossed with COVID this year, but hey, we got it away. We worked out the best thing to do, synchronise your event with the Queensland NRL Grand Final. You're never going to get cancelled. Let's get our first angler up to the scales, Christian Manolia. Got the big donut yesterday, but you've got a fish for us today, Christian, mate, and it's a very flash boat you've got down there, mate. How many sounders are on that boat of yours?
Only 3.
Only 3?
Yes.
It was nearly 4 because, come in a little bit, mate, because you nearly won a Humminbird Helix 9 at the briefing. I didn't believe that you didn't know how to play rock, paper, scissors.
No, I didn't know. I didn't play before.
Never played rock, paper, scissors. So they say at each event you learn. This one you learned how to play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, I say yes.
Next time, what are you going to pick, rock, paper or scissors?
I don't know.
Don't know. All right. Enough talking about that. Let's talk about the bass fishing. You got one nice Wyaralong bass there, and they're fat, aren't they? What did he eat?
Lipless crankbait.
Lipless crankbait. All right. Let's get him on the scales. One fish for Christian. Look at that. Nice big fat one. 1.18 kilos. There's your souvenir weigh ticker, Christian. Go and let him go there, and you're up on the scoreboard. Well done. All right. So we'll get our first angler weighed in. There were a few anglers that didn't catch fish today. I'm sure none of them want to come up and chat to us. One of the guys who did catch fish, Steve Eldred, representing Atomic here this weekend. He caught 1 fish yesterday. And Steve, you got some thumpers in there today, mate.
Yeah, I'm happy today. I had a bit of fun. It was good.
I'm just having a look in there, and that is the biggest bass I think I've seen this weekend. How much did that weigh? How much did that go to the fork measurement?
Oh, mate, I haven't even put him on a rule yet, Steve. It was straight in the bin and get that lure back in the water.
You betcha. Now, you got 3 fish there today, 1 yesterday. What did you do to change it up to get more bites today?
I actually changed retrieve speed. With the first one, I just, for some random reason, put a bit of a burn in and bang, fish on. So proceeded to waste the next 3 hours doing the same thing and then went for a bit of a mix of slow and fast. And, yep, the next one just came along.
Now, what baits do those ones eat?
Mate, Atomic Hard, Vibe 70. Yeah, it's proven really good in this dam. So.
And a lot of people do the Wyaralong modification where they take off the trebles, put just a big single underneath. That's how you rig yours?
Mate, definitely. With the timber and all the structure we're fishing out there, you'd be mad not to.
Don't you get sponsored by Atomic? Mick can pay for your lures.
Yeah, I get Gomagatsu hooks as well, so it's a great deal all round.
Mate, 3 fish there. What do you reckon they weigh? I reckon they got to weigh over 4 kilos, those 3 fish.
I've got no idea, Steve. I'm out of touch, but you might be right.
It's a great bag. 3 fish for Steve Eldred. What does he need to take the lead? 6.7 to take the lead. I tell you what, it's a good bag for 3 fish. 6.015 for 3 fish, mate. Do you want to just for giggles weigh that big one to see see what it comes in at? Oh. I'll give you I'll grab one of these bags across here. 3 fish for 6 kegs. Jesus. Bet you didn't think that was going to happen when you woke up this morning.
Hell no.
Grab that big fella out of there. I assume they're all big, aren't they? Just hold that one up and grab you under the belly and show the camera just to show them what sort of fish are in this joint. That is a giant. Let's get him in there. What's your PB bass, mate? Weight?
Oh, good question. Probably 285, I'm guessing.
Bit short of that. 2.44 kilos. We don't have a big bass prize, mate, but that's a cracker. Grab him out of there and go let those fellas go. You're going to have a go at this event next year, aren't you now?
Oh, more than likely, Steve.
Bass fishing's all right today.
Thank you, mate.
All right. How's that, eh? 3 fish for 6 kilograms. Whew. I'm going to keep my big bass bag there. Tough act to follow. Chesley, come and follow that one, mate. How many fish have you got for us here today?
4 again for you today, Steve.
4 fish again today. I don't think they're going to go 6 kilos, though, but how good was that bag of Steve's just before?
Yeah, it was awesome, mate.
What do you reckon makes the bass so fat in this joint? Like, that thing was like 45 centimetres high and 60 centimetres around.
Yeah, there's just so much bait in here. You can see it up to about 14 foot of water. It's just solid bait, so they got plenty of food.
Awesome. Now, what did your fish weigh yesterday?
301, I think.
301. What does it need to take the lead? 439. I mightn't make that because you've got 4 sort of just legal ones there. Chesley's fish. Heavier than yesterday, 3.32 kilos. I'll give you those fish there and grab that one there. And while you're there, give that one to Steve Eldred, his big bass receipt. All right, Chesley's going to be up in the top 5 with that big weight, I'm sure. Now, I think we've got the top 3 to weigh in now. So I'm going to get Pete, grab one of those bags and bag your fish up. Adrian's bagging his fish up at the moment. But Mick Horn, you were sitting in 3rd last night. Let's get a couple of your fish up here and we'll have a chat to you about Humminbird, mate, the naming sponsor of this event. We have a saying at ABT, if you represent the naming sponsor, you normally do pretty well. And yesterday that came true, didn't it?
Yeah, I had a good day yesterday. Pity it didn't happen today. It was just one of those things with fishing. You know, once you start off a day when you lose a big fish first cast, it sort of plays with your mind a little bit. I tried not to let it get to me, and I went up to my main spot, and I wasn't really expecting to get fish early. I wasn't till about 10 o'clock, and I got up there, and I actually got 2 fish straight away. They're only little fellas, but sort of gave me a little bit of confidence. But I was noticing there was a lot more carp there today than there was yesterday, so I sort of left and sort of wanted to go back about that 10 o'clock mark when I got them yesterday, and went back in there, got belted by a fish pretty much straight away, and then pretty much exactly the same spot where I hooked that big one yesterday. I hooked another big one, pulled heaps of line, pulled the hooks, and that time it actually got to me, and it screwed my head a bit. And then obviously come back down the dam, and obviously talking about technology, Humminbird's 360, you know, getting back down this end is so frustrating, seeing so many fish in the trees and not being able to catch them. Pretty much most of the spots that I come back down to, every time I drop the 360 down, I'd sit there and wait, and the fish would basically just all stacked on the tops of those trees or just to the side if you're in a bit shallower water. And I kept trying I was just at that stage. I was just fishing Gamoku blades, just trying to get a bite. It worked for me yesterday. Didn't happen today. So, but look, congrats to all the other guys that caught fish over the weekend, because it has been pretty tough fishing, and this place can be one of those dams that's hard to fish. So it's an awesome effort for the guys that have got 5 each day.
Anyone that wants to see what the 360 images look like, we've got them in the video that's on the ABT YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, you can see Mick showing off all of his 360 images. Lets you know if you're fishing that way and the fish are behind you, it tells you.
Yeah, 100%. And that's one thing that sort of, when you get into a set of trees, whether you're bass fishing or you're barra fishing, whatever it is, having that full rotation going around your boat all the time, you're sort of eliminating a lot of casts. You're sort of not wasting time. This weekend I found I'd drive into a set of trees and I'd just basically wait until I'd done a couple of rotations, and I could see, 3 or 4 trees underneath the water, and I could see most of the fish were sitting on that one particular tree. So I'd basically drive over the top of that tree and spot lock and basically blade up and down that tree. So the benefit of having that technology, obviously is it sort of cuts down a lot of your wasted time fishing. So definitely something to invest in is that 360, because it's the technology and also the imaging that it's got. Like that Mega imaging is awesome. So
awesome. Let's get a weight on what Mick needs to take the lead. Nicole, what does he need? 1.5 kilos to take the lead. Oh, I don't know. He's got 2 fish. 2 fish for Mick. Easy, mate. Look at that. You're leading this thing now. 1.76 kilos for Mick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go throw them back in your live well. Yep. Come and stand in the hot seat here. That's behind the tub, mate. Mightn't last for long, but we'll get you up here, because we've only got 2 anglers left to weigh in this afternoon. He was coming second last night. He runs the Bass Electric series for us. Come over here, Mr. Wilson. Adrian Wilson. I hear a rumour that he's got 5 fish, and that looks like 5 fish in the sack. Let's get him in the tub here, mate. And, I feel pretty weighty, mate. That sort of feels similar yesterday.
I think it's a better bag than yesterday. I'm hoping it's a better bag than yesterday.
All right, well, let's put him in there. We'll give them a little bit of a drink, because I need our hot seat man to come back first. He's dropping those things in there. Look, you spend probably more time than anyone out here at Wyaralong. How fat are the bass in this joint? How good was that bag of Steve Eldred's 3 fish for 6 kilos?
Mate, that's insane. And I've talked this place up from the very beginning. Like, the fish in this place are they're monsters, and we just lose so much gear in this dam to fish like that. You just can't stop them. They're incredible. I love this place.
For anyone that's watching the live stream and wants to come out, give Wyaralong a go, what's the best time of year to fish this joint?
Now until late summer. So like winter time, I did find some fish through the winter this year. I got some good fish, but yeah, not. It should start to. It's still not on. It's still not fishing the way it should be for this time of year. Another couple of weeks, and this place will be on fire, and mate, you'll be getting smoked regularly by those fish like Steve's got.
It was on fire last year, literally.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was on fire before we got here this year. Well, they've burnt all the bloody land off and everything.
That's it. Now, Mick, you're in the hot seat at the moment. You're holding Adrian's bag. What's in there?
A lot bigger bag than mine.
Nicole, what does Adrian need to take the lead? 1.75 kilos, eh? All right.
One of them in
one fish has got 175. That's a good bag you got here, mate. 175 kilos he needs. How about 5.935 kilos, mate? There's nothing wrong with having runs on the board. Mick, you're out of here. Go take them back in, put them back in Adrian's live well. Mate, you're in the hot seat now. Now, one thing about the hot seat is you get to see who's following you up next. The man coming up, he's a bit scary, isn't he? He's got this magic tree. We saw it on the highlights last night. It's just like shell and peas, mate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I'm going to start calling him the silent assassin, mate. He's just, he's a crafty bugger. I love his work, but...
Let's get him up here. Pete Bostock, I hear you have 5 fish. Bring a limit up to the scales for us, mate. This is the pointy end of the way in now. What do we got there? Oh, that's a good limit, mate. Here, you put them in the water for us. Feel them. Oh. Pete, come up in the front here, mate. It's a bit cruel, isn't it, making Adrian hold those fish in there?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a great... he's been a great servant all year with the Bass Electric, so why not finish it off by carrying my shit for me? That's great.
That's awesome. Now, one of the things that I've got... Oh, there goes a couple. Don't worry about them. They're all just trash, those ones. Throw them in your pocket. I have got a check here. One of you is going to get it. I know you're looking after the fish. Just hold that for us because we're going to have to... that's a $2,500 check there. Pete, where did you come in the last Open that we had here?
Came second, Steve. So, yeah.
So you got a bit of retribution to happen if you can get yourself a good little bit of fish today. Well, the scales are going to tell the story.
Yeah, it's a nice way to look at it. But, yeah, I was feeling fairly confident coming in, but legitimately hadn't caught a bass in this dam in 2 years. So...
Tell us a little bit about, we saw your highlights last night. You ran a camera for us most graciously. You were doing the most finesse retrieve I've ever seen, just tapping on that rod butt and getting the bass to eat it. What happened out there today? Did the same thing happen?
Exactly the same thing happened. So, again, hopefully it's some good footage there. Pretty boring to be there watching it live. But pulled up on the tree, first drop, bass, second drop, bass, third drop, bass. Fourth drop bass, and I started getting very cocky and started talking up the fact that I was about to get 5 from 5 casts, and I dropped that bloody 5th fish, put the lure back down, and bang, got it on the 6th drop. So yeah, had full bag by 7.
All right, you got 7.5 kilos yesterday. This is for $2,500. What does he need to take the lead? 4.5 kilos he needs. Oh, I reckon it feels pretty solid. Okay, he needs 4.5 kilos, Pete. I reckon you might have it here. Let's let the scales tell the story. New Australian Open champion, 6.815 kilos, Pete Bostock. Well done, mate. Give him that check there. And don't go anywhere, Adrian. Leave those fish in here because we're going to terminate the live stream in a little bit. But, Adrian, come up here first. Pete's just savouring that check there at the moment, mate. You've always done well at the Open here at Wyaralong, mate, and so close this year.
Oh, mate, yeah. Again, it's the story of my life, but mate, I just love fishing these events. They're awesome. They're such good value, and the camaraderie is just incredible. Yep. They're awesome. I love it.
Tell us, we're the run one sponsor for the Opens. How good is it to have an event that pays back 100%? Like every single cent that goes in an entry fees gets given back, and we can finally give a big check out to the electric guys.
Oh, mate, that's awesome, and thanks Humminbird for being the sponsor, mate. It's a great event. You get to see quality fish like this. Like I said 2 years ago, how many dams produce fish like this, bar Somerset and Wivenhoe? And it's only a young dam. It's only 10 years old.
Yep. And there are thousands and thousands of little fish in there that are just growing up, and there's lots of bait for them to eat up there.
Oh, for sure, mate, for sure. It's an awesome place. I just can't talk it up highly enough.
All right, mate. Well, the next few months are going to be great. You're going to take this home. We're going to terminate the live stream soon, but there's $750 for you for second place. Congratulations to Adrian Wilson. Well done, mate. Petey Bostock, come up here, mate. Show that camera the check there. It's $2,500. You brought your missus up for a bit of a meal at the RSL the other day, mate. Did you think at that time you're going to be taking home $2,500?
No, I thought I'd be lucky to get a fish. I really did. As I said, pre-fish. I didn't do a lot of pre-fishing out here. Caught 0 bass. Caught a heap of carp. But to be fair, I didn't go within 2 kilometres of that tree.
Pete's magic tree.
Yeah, that's right. I knew not to touch them. They'd be there, and they were. So.
Awesome. So I think if we come here again, we're going to put a sign on that saying Pete's magic tree. Everyone hang off.
Yeah, keep out. I might put a shopping trolley around it or something to hook a few lures to stop a few blokes. But yeah, it's a special spot.
Any sponsors you want to thank, mate, because it's been a great weekend for you?
Well, definitely want to thank Humminbird. I think it's amazing to have a single naming sponsor that has 100% payback is just outstanding. Obviously, yourself, Mitch, and Nicole couldn't be done without it. The event, the whole year has been great. Adrian has won with the help of Westy, and everyone else has been involved. It's just been an awesome tournament series yet again. Hopefully, we get to have a convention at some point, which would be lovely. I said more people need to get into this. You won't get a nicer bunch of blokes who will help you out if you get in trouble or want to know something. It's just great.
Awesome, mate, and well spoken. I'm going to give you another souvenir there, 6.81 kilos. Final round of applause for our champion, Pete Bostock. Well done. Thank you very much to Humminbird, the naming sponsor. Thanks to the staff. All of the results, the write-ups, the photos, all be on the website, www.abt.org.au, including an interview with these top two. We're going to cut the live stream there and we're going to do the presentation shortly.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New MEGA imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.